And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from.
The WNBA is rocking. What could we have more? I mean, I just think, from a salary standpoint.
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. I mean, look at these fans. They're incredible. So if it wasn't for them, I don't know if they'd be...
A lifetime ban, the harshest punishment in WNBA history. Once celebrated as the future of women's basketball, Angel Reese now stands at the center of a storm that has shattered careers, ignited rivalries, and left fans questioning the very integrity of the game. This is not just a scandal, it's a turning point. How did a rookie sensation go from NCAA glory to WNBA exile in less than a year? Buckle up, because this story has everything: betrayal, broken trust, and a public meltdown that no one saw coming.
Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a change.
Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark?
Angel Reese was not just a player, she was a brand. The Bayou Barbie, the trash-talking, rebounding machine who led LSU to a national championship in 2023. Drafted by the Chicago Sky, paired with Hall of Fame coach Teresa Weatherspoon, it seemed like the perfect recipe for a WNBA dynasty. But beneath the surface, tensions were brewing and the seeds of disaster had already been planted.
But sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
But she's pretending like there is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese.
August 9th, 2025. The Chicago Sky face the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark drops another triple-double: 27 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds in a 35-point win. But the headlines aren't about the Fever's dominance. They're about Angel Reese, who told reporters she heard racist taunts from the Indiana crowd. The WNBA launched an investigation and found no evidence.
You were being an attention whore. And so, because your basketball couldn't do it, you went to other
things. The Sky's head coach didn't mince words, privately questioning Reese's focus and publicly shifting attention back to performance. Sources inside the locker room say patience is wearing thin. For a team struggling to find consistency, every distraction hurts. And right now, no one's making bigger headlines for the wrong reasons than Angel Reese.
I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it?
I think more than anything, it's surprising. You guys didn't know, this is how women's sports are played.
While Reese makes noise off the court, Caitlin Clark is rewriting the WNBA record book on it: fastest player to multiple triple-doubles, most 25 and 10 games, and a league-wide surge in ticket sales. Clark doesn't just win, she changes the business of basketball.
So, Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Yes, sir! Yeah, baby!
If Reese had stayed silent, maybe the damage could have been contained. Instead, she went on a full-scale social media rampage, accusing the league of bias, calling out Caitlin Clark by name, and even leaking private conversations. It was a public implosion, and the world had a front-row seat.
If you're her coach and you care about her, you're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected, and it's almost like it's all scripted.
The WNBA found itself in uncharted territory, half the fans furious at Reese, the other half insisting she deserved a second chance. The conversation stopped being about basketball and became a cultural flashpoint for women's sports.
This season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, I guess people thought that was because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No,
a representation of us as women in many different departments. That's important for women to see, that no matter what it is that we want to become, we can.
Teresa Weatherspoon, once a WNBA legend and respected coach, was dragged down in the scandal. Years of hard-earned respect, gone in an instant. Her legacy, now overshadowed by controversy, serves as a grim warning of how quickly the game can turn on its heroes.
Now people are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Although many people don't want to give Angel her credit, there's no doubt that the hero versus villain story is working in the WNBA's favor as well as Caitlin Clark's favor.
This scandal has left scars that won't heal overnight. The WNBA now faces the monumental task of rebuilding trust with fans, sponsors, and players alike. Some experts say the league must overhaul its drug testing and governance to survive. Because this isn't just about Angel Reese, it's about the future of the sport.
The old heads, the ones who are petty, the ones who are jealous, the ones who can't get on the new wave is what is continuing to hold the league back.
Think was going to happen. Honestly. Work on Look, Angel Reese has got some basketball skills. She does.
For Angel Reese, the fairy tale is over. A lifetime ban means the doors to the WNBA are closed for good. For her fans, it's a bitter ending. For her critics, it's validation. And for the league, it's a test they can't afford to fail. In the end, this is a story about how quickly you can rise and how much faster you can fall.
Because of Angel's Rodman-esque rebounding, never seen anything quite like it. She has run away.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there.
She was the face of women's college basketball, the unstoppable force who took LSU to a national championship. But now, Angel Reese's career is overbanned for life from the WNBA. How did a rookie season filled with promise turn into a scandal that has rocked the league to its core? Tonight, we uncover the rivalries, the accusations, the steroids, and the betrayal that ended it all. In 2023, Angel Reese wasn't just winning games, she was winning the internet. Her confidence, her swagger, her dominance, all of it made her the most polarizing figure in women's basketball. But with fame came critics, and with critics came a rivalry that would define her career, a rivalry with Caitlin Clark. The jump to the pros was brutal. Reese's scoring dropped, her efficiency plummeted, and her once unshakable confidence seemed to evaporate. Meanwhile, Clark was breaking rookie records. The contrast was impossible to ignore. Fans who once crowned Reese the future started calling her overrated. And that's when the pressure turned toxic. August 2025, Chicago versus Indiana. Clark dominates. Reese struggles. After the game, Reese accuses Fever fans of racist taunts. But the WNBA's investigation clears the fans. For Sky coach Teresa Weatherspoon, this was a red flag. The focus had shifted from performance to controversy, and the season was slipping away. Desperate to keep up with Clark's meteoric rise, Reese made a choice that would destroy her career, turning to performance-enhancing drugs. But she didn't act alone. Sources claim Weatherspoon, a Hall of Famer and mentor, encouraged it. A move so reckless, it not only violated league rules, but betrayed the very values she once stood for. The Chicago Sky locker room imploded. Players felt betrayed. Morale plummeted. The trust between teammates and coaches shattered. And as the team's record nosedived, so did Reese's public image. No amount of talent could undo the damage now. The league had never seen a steroid scandal this explosive, and they weren't about to let it slide. Angel Reese lifetime ban. Teresa Weatherspoon terminated. No second chances, no appeals. In one swift move, the WNBA erased one of its brightest young stars from the court forever. While Reese's career burned out, Caitlin Clark's was only getting brighter. She became the face of the league not just for her game, but for the professionalism and work ethic she brought to it. The rivalry that once defined them ended with Clark standing alone at the top. Angel Reese's story is a cautionary tale about pressure, about choices, and about how fast the game can take everything away. She had the talent to be great, but greatness isn't just skill, it's discipline, focus, and integrity. And once those are gone, no stat sheet can save you. Ice Cube didn't sugarcoat it. I'm not in the business of losing money. The data backed him up. Clark's projected ROI blew Reese's out of the water. In the sports business, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Sponsors want guarantees, not guesswork. And right now, Caitlin Clark delivers. Angel Reese entered the WNBA with millions in nil deals, a championship ring from LSU, and one of the boldest brand personas women's basketball had seen. Reebok, with Shaquille O'Neal as president of basketball, put her front and center. But while Reese's image was viral, Caitlin Clark's impact was measurable, selling out arenas, doubling TV ratings, and turning Indiana Fever games into national events. When the Big Three, Ice Cube's Pro League, came calling with a $5 million check, they didn't hesitate. They called Clark, not Reese.